Hey guys, it's Pastor Emily here. I just wanted to send you a little message from my house to your house and say Happy Easter. It's officially the Easter weekend. It's Good Friday today, which is one of the most important days on the Christian calendar. And it's really cool that although things are a little bit different at the moment, that we can still celebrate this really important day. So what I thought we would do today is I'm gonna show you a trick, a really cool trick that I've used before to teach the message of Easter to kids. So I'm going to do the trick and then I'm going to teach you how to do the trick so that parents, you can learn it and you can actually show it to your kids and wow them and teach them about Easter and what Jesus did. Or maybe kids want to watch this and they can practice and learn how to do this trick so that when we go back to school and we come back to kids' church, they can wow everybody and tell them all about Jesus, which I think would be really cool too. So here we go. All I need for this trick is one piece of rope. This is a completely normal piece of rope. As you can see, there's nothing wrong with this rope at all. It's completely connected in every way. So I want you to imagine that this piece of rope on this end down here, this represents people. It represents you and me and all the people. And this end of the rope, this represents God. Okay, now the important thing to note is that this rope is completely connected. So the two ends of this rope are 100% connected to each other. There is nothing stopping them from being connected and together, just like God and us, which is amazing. But there is some bad news in this story. And the bad news is that it didn't stay this way. People and God didn't stay connected in this way. What actually happened was something called sin. And sin, it's all of the selfish decisions that we make, it's mistakes that we make, it's things that we do that stop us from being the person that God created us to be. Okay, so what sin actually does, let me show you. Let me take my rope here. What sin actually does is I just gotta get some scissors. Is it actually cuts us off from God's, that piece of rope where people and God were connected. It's not connected anymore. Now it's two bits of rope and they've been broken off because of sin. And that's the bad news. But the thing about Easter is that it's really, really good news. So on Good Friday, when Jesus died on the cross, what he actually did is he took all of that sin, all of those selfish decisions and those mistakes and those things that cause us to not be who God wants us to be, and he took them all with him onto the cross, and he actually died in our place, even though he was perfect, because he loves us so much. It's so amazing. But what it actually did, let me show you, is those two pieces of rope that are now completely broken, Jesus, let me just tie them really tight back together. Here we go. Jesus actually tied those two bits of rope back together. He actually reconnected people and God together because of what he did on Good Friday. But it actually gets even better than that, because only a couple of days after Good Friday is Sunday, Easter Sunday, which we're going to celebrate in a couple of days. And on Easter Sunday, Jesus actually, hold on, let me just, it's a little bit tricky. What Jesus actually did when he rose again on Easter Sunday is that he actually completely reconnected us and God. So there was no break in that relationship anymore. The rope is completely connected again. Isn't that amazing? And that is what Jesus did on Easter. And it is such good news and something definitely worth celebrating this weekend. Cool. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to teach you how to do this amazing trick. I know you all think it's so amazing. And so all you need is just like a completely normal piece of rope. Hopefully you've got some rope lying around at home. Grab a piece of rope, not too chunky so that it can fit in your hand. And you take your rope and you hold it in one hand with the two ends poking out like this. And then this is the tricky bit. This is the middle of the rope, the part that we're going to cut, although it's not really the part that we're going to cut at all. But it looks like it's the part we're going to cut. We're going to take the middle of the rope. I always like to slide my hand in there like that. It just kind of makes it easier. And we do a little sleight of hand here. Okay, so we take the middle of the rope and we're going to it looks like we're bringing it up and we're just going to cut that piece of rope. But actually we're not doing that at all. We bring it up and we quickly, you can see there, you actually grab this piece of rope, the one that's behind and I pull that up like that. So that's the sleight of hand. So it looks like from this way, I'm holding the middle of the rope and I'm about to cut it, but actually I'm not. I'm actually just holding this little piece of rope, little tiny bit that I've looped around. So here we go, I'm gonna cut the rope. Oh, and I'm going to pull the ends of the rope down. So it looks like I've cut that rope in half, but you can see there, I actually haven't. I've just cut off a little piece of rope right there. That's the trick. And then I'm gonna tie those bits of rope back together. Or really, I'm just tying that little piece of rope onto the big piece of rope. And here we go, the rope is connected again. And then you can make it look like it's really hard. Oh, it's so hard, but it's not. It just slides really easily. And you can slide it off, and you can throw it away. And here we go, a completely connected piece of rope again. So that's the trick. Make sure you practice heaps and heaps, and kids, come back and show me at Kids Church how you can do this trick, because I'm sure you'll be able to do it better than me. But I hope that that helps you parents to be able to have some fun and explain what Jesus did at Easter to your kids. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing Easter this weekend. If you're in a family, I hope you've been receiving our River Life Kids at Home curriculum emails. We've sent you one yesterday with a heap of Easter stuff in it, and I hope that's really helpful and fun for you guys. Otherwise, hopefully see you soon. Bye.